Our next artist was profiled during our Visual Arts of South Asia Festival. She is an Indo-Canadian artist that specializes in oil painting. She is known for her wildlife artistry featuring tigers, elephants, and a variety of exotic animals. Her vision is to bring the beauty of all forms of nature to canvas while bringing awareness to the preservation of the environment and animal conservation. Please welcome Roshni Devi. Roshni, thank you for coming on.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Oil painting is Roshni's specialty. She uses it as a way to bring her visions to life. This is something she learned at an early age.
Well, growing up, I didn't go to art school, and so I taught myself. And so I started with pencil crayons, oil pastels, acrylic. I used a lot of acrylics, and then I was always kind of scared to start using oil paints. I think a lot of people are kind of like just scared to get into that because it seems like a lot, but I actually love them. I love them. And I found oil painting to be very forgiving, a lot more forgiving than acrylic because it doesn't dry as fast. So if you make a mistake or if you want to change something, you can just go back the next day, take a rag, wipe it out. So that's why I love oil paints and just how pigmented the colors are, and like also like the thickness that you can make the paints. It's just there's a lot more you can do with oil paints.
One of the most important interests in Roshni's life is the environment. It is a theme she emphasizes a lot in her work.
I've always been very passionate about animals and nature. Growing up, I've had a lot of dogs, cats, practically everything. My family's always been very passionate about animals and the environment. So, especially like my dad, he's from Guyana, and my mom is from Africa. So, just I was always taught to always take care of the environment and to love animals. So, I would like to promote awareness to causes such as deforestation and animal preservation, and I think that's what my art is about. My objective is to make people appreciate and care for the environment, even though we can't always see it. So, yeah.
Many artists look to other artists for inspiration, but for Roshni, her inspiration comes from the people that are close to her.
My dad likes to, he's always drawn, and my sister's an artist as well. She loves to paint. So they've always been very supportive of my artwork, and I'm very grateful for that. And I think that art is something that I think everyone should do art. It doesn't matter if you're good at it, bad at it, painting, music, like you said, dancing, like it's for your well-being. It's to help you relax and express yourself. So I've always done it because it helps me relax. I feel like my mind goes quiet when I start to paint. So I mean, I love it, and I feel very proud of myself when I complete a painting because I put my whole being into it. So, yeah.
The creative process associated with her pieces is something Roshni holds very close to her heart. She was able to break that down for us in greater detail.
So it's interesting because I usually just tell people, like, you know, if you have an idea, if you have a thought in your mind, or even like a dream, or, you know, you come across like something and you see it and you're like, wow, that would make like a really cool painting. Like, what if I did that? Just do it. Like, just go for it. Yeah. I love animals. I love tigers, especially. So, even like looking at a lot of photographers, I mean, that's an art as well, right? And there's so many photographers on Instagram that have captured like these amazing moments, and like, well, what if I painted that, but then I changed something about it, and, you know, helping, you know, it would bring awareness to that photographer, but also to yourself as an artist. Like just finding inspiration, and you can find inspiration anywhere.
And during the pandemic, Roshni has been able to find a way to keep her artistic expression going.
The great thing about the world we live in today is that we have social media and we have that platform. I think that the pandemic has actually brought more awareness to artists because a lot more people are online now. So I felt like I've actually done a lot more work during the pandemic. I painted a lot. I've had a lot of time to paint. So yeah. Hasn't really impacted my career as an artist that badly. I think actually it's helped it because a lot more people are actually experimenting with arts now. They have the time.
If Roshni was to put all of her work in a capsule and someone found it 50 years from now, here's how she would like people to feel.
I think that I would want them to, I mean, depending on the time, I mean, some animals might not even be here anymore. So, um, like tigers, for example, there used to be 100,000 in Asia in the wild, and now there's only like 3,800. So, I mean, depending on the time, they might not even be here anymore. So I just want people to look at it and just really appreciate the beauty of nature and how beautiful it could be. Yeah. I want them to look at it and feel very calm. I like my artwork to be very calm. I like to use blues and very dreamy hues. So I would want them to feel very calm and just really appreciate it.